The rosters aren't the issue. The issue that causes the increase in fatigue in these areas is the work that actually is present. Managers for a long time in this area and across New South Wales regionally have failed to address long distance transports, inappropriate medical work that we shouldn't be undertaking, and a whole raft of other issues that they just simply find too hard. So the easy issue for them is to basically attack the staff.
It's not the roster. It's simply not the roster, and by changing it to a more archaic roster and a more restrictive roster for the officers isn't the solution. They need to address the major issues that are affecting the current rosters, being staffing levels and the issues of local areas, and being unnecessary long distance transports.
We won't be able to provide the service that we currently provide with the rosters that they're proposing. Is the additional fatigue on me, and especially the guys that are senior in the service. I think I've calculated that I'll be either on call or available for duty for 104 hours now before I'm granted a day off. I'm going to lose 1 day off per roster period, and I'm also required to do 30 additional hours of on call. And with the workload increasing and our staff complement not increasing to match, those sort of rosters and that sort of workload's unsustainable. The rosters that we're working at the moment are probably the best work-life balance that we could come up with, that do the best we can for the community and ourselves.
My message would be to listen to the staff on the road. The staff on the road have been working these rosters that we currently have for a long period of time, and they do appear to work. They manage our fatigue reasonably well. We still do have moments of fatigue. We can't escape that. However, being at work for a set period of time and then have a reasonable amount of days off afterwards to recover from that workload is imperative. However, with the new rosters that they're looking at implementing, it means that we're actually going to be at work for more days and then have less days off.
Well, they've made a mistake. They haven't used all the figures properly. They haven't used the actual work figures that we do. They don't understand the work we do, basically. It's obvious.
I'd just like to sit them down with some of the figures, the fatigue type stuff that we talk about a lot at work and that we've researched over the years. It seems a lot of that's ignored. And also we'd like to look at the rosters and talk to them rather than have them shoved down our throats, which seems to be the process at the moment.
I understand that they've got their own problems that they're dealing with and that they're trying to solve. Unfortunately, what they're trying to do just doesn't appear to be a solution, and no one's really sure why they're forcing this upon us.
We need the community. We need the community to get out there, talk to their local council, talk to their local member, and start, asking the government, well, why is the ambulance service going to, basically put this to the ambulance? They need to understand what's happening. They need to make sure that they understand the rollout of this proposed roster and the impact it can have across, their area, because it's basically statewide. It's not just, one little pocket. It is regional New South Wales coming under attack by the ambulance service.